Hello student, today we are going to start chapter number 6 in your social and political life, criminal justice system, as an extension of the judiciary which you studied about in the previous chapter. Another important aspect is the criminal justice system which helps the judiciary functions in a fair and a just manner. It is the duty of any government to ensure the safety of its citizens so that they can live in a crime-free environment. To this end, the government makes laws so that the guilty could be punished and to ensure that the innocent are not wrongly punished. But laws by themselves cannot prevent crime. There must be a system commonly known as government machinery to maintain law and order, which is the duty of the police. The police force ensure that the criminals brought to book and then the judiciary take the decisions to whether accused is guilty and how much should be the quantum of punishment he or she deserve for the crime commitment. Okay guys, so components of justice, the components of criminal justice, the criminal justice system is divided into three categories: police, courts and corrections. The role of the police work together with the judiciary to maintain order in society. The police investigate the crime and arrest the person they suspected, and they the help to carry out of the ruling of the judiciary. Okay, the police force is dependent on the government which is authorized to carry out various actions to ensure maintenance of law and order in the state. Okay, it is required to ensure preventions and investigation of crime and offense in the society. As part of the crime prevention role, they also are assigned to look after the welfare of elderly people, infirm and handicapped women and children. They are supposed to keep vigil on various miscreant and anti-social elements in their zones. They are also required to build a network of informers in the society as their eyes and ears to keep a discreet watch on activities people in their areas of responsibilities. Any person can file an FIR. The FIR may be sent by post or telegraph. In some cities, the police has commenced even registering FIR through emails. The FIR need not necessarily be made by the aggrieved person. The FIR should be extent possible be elaborate with names and culprits or witness or both, as this facilitates the subsequent investigation. Yeah guys, where to file an FIR? An FIR can be filed at the police station, the concerned area in whose jurisdictions the offence has occurred. It must be made to the office in charge of the police station, and if he is not available, to his assistant officer. There are provisions to load an FIR in areas outside the area of jurisdiction as well, based on certain guidelines of the Supreme Court. How to file an FIR? Yes, when an aggrieved person or any other person wishes to load an FIR after a wrong has been committed, he or she can file an FIR in the following manners. Go to the police station and meet the office in charge. Narrate step by step in an orderly sequence and detail every information relating to the offense to the officer. The officer shall record the information provided in writing. The information given shall be signed by the person given it. Information given shall be entered in a book to be kept by the officer, and copy of the information as recorded shall be given free of cost to the informant. In case of refusal to FIR, what to do when the police officer refuses to register your FIR? If the police or office in charge refuse to record the information may be sent in writing and by post. So, to the superintendent of the police concerned, who is, if satisfied that such information disclose a cognizable offence, shall either investigate the case himself or direct an investigation to be made by any police officer subordinate to him. Yes, investigation. Once the FIR has been registered, in the investigation in the case shall begin. The police officers in charge of the police station nominates an investigation officer for the purpose, who then goes into the details of the case, collect evidence, record statements of the witness. After the police officer in charge concludes the investigation, he or she frames the charge sheet against the guilty. This is then sent to the court for registration and will come up for hearing by the judge in due course. Yes, right of the arrested persons. The police has the rights to arrest a person who has committed a cognizable offence, but at the same time there are some restrictions of the police, or in other words there are some right in the arrested which should not be violated. These can be summarized as follow. Okay, first one, the person is to be informed the reason for his arrest. The person must be informed that he or she has right to consult a lawyer of his choice. The person must be allowed to inform his or her relative about his arrest. Okay. The person must be pursued before a magistrate within 24 hours of arrest. The person must not be kept in custody beyond 24 hours unless the magistrate so allow. Okay. The person cannot be tortured and be denied basic human facility of food, water and clothing. The person cannot be forced to accept guilty. A male or female under the age of 15 cannot be summoned to the police station for the purpose of questioning. Role of the public prosecutor. The public prosecutor is a learned advocate who represents the state, and he puts forward all the evidence collected by the police in front of the judge in the court. He produces all the witnesses in the court and bring out their testimonies in the presence of judge, so that the judge can confirm that the statements of the witness were not obtained by the police by any correction or unfair means. In civil cases, the counsel of the aggrieved performs a similar functions of laying accusations against the other party. Yes, role of the defense counsel, a criminal defense lawyer. Okay, the defense counsel in the advocate who is hired the accused to put forth his part of the incident. In case the accused is economically weak and cannot hire an advocate, the judge appoints an advocate for him, her, and the cost is borne by the state. The defense counsel puts forth the various issues in defense of accused and pleads guilty or not guilty, as well as petitions for mercy from harsh punishment. Yes, role of the judge. The judge is a senior and highly qualified person in the matters of law. He or she hears the charges and the evidence produced in the court by both sides. the prosecutor and the defense. He or she then takes a holistic view of the case and gives judgment of the case. He or she gives out the punishment, compensations, etc. to the aggrieved. Yes, fair trial. Any court procedure has to be fair to both parties, the accused and the victims. The Indian legal system has devised rules in a manner that the system or trial remains fair. The highlights of the provisions for this purpose are as follows. Okay, the court proceedings are held in an open court in the presence of accused. His kin and friends can attend the proceeding. The charge sheet is heard by the court in the presence of the accused. The accused has the right to defend himself or herself. In case of accused is poor, cannot afford the fee of a lawyer, the state would provide a lawyer at its expense. The lawyer of the accused has the right to cross examine all the witnesses produced by the prosecution in the court and in the presence of accused. Okay, the judge gives an unbiased and impartial judgment of the case based on the evidence produced in front of him or her in the open court. The judge also allows the accused person permission to appeal to higher court within a specified time if the accused feels victimized. Yes, the Indian legal system has been formulated lot of diligence to ensure that the guilty are not spread and the innocent do not get punished. Everyone is equal before the law, yet the punishment can be moderated by judicial system considering the health and other conditions of the accused. There is thus a lot of human interface between the laws and the persons who are expected to avoid by the same. Okay, this is the conclusion of this chapter. I hope you understand what is in this chapter. Okay.